Now 2nd and 6.
To throw is Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Williams gets it from the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Pass caught by Tolbert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. the Cowboys will cut into that lead.
17.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Duran Bland on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Mahomes back to the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 16
The future
yards.
Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 7. To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
On third down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw again. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball Ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Prescott. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. To the outside, looked in by Lamb.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd and short. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return.
Thank you guys for pulling up.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Mahomes on 1st down. This one brought in by Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways. And they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Play action now. Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Williams gets it on the draw.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the play fake, Dak. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 35 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Play fake. Prescott. And not liking anything downfield, they'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
It's clear whenever they were trying to set up, it was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Pistol now for Prescott. He takes off, and he's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, Just keep it close. Give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
Chiefs 27, Cowboys 13.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far.
Watch the edge. Wide, get wide.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
If you're following and subscribing, thank you so much.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. That goes for 58.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I love the aggressive approach. You don't want to give the ball back to your opponent in this situation. So they dial up a shot play, push the ball downfield, results in a massive play here late in the first half.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes. Open man, right side is Kelsey. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Kid Mayu, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. I got your Discord, let's say. Hope you're having a beautiful Thursday.
They'll run with Pacheco. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
They were stopped on 2nd down. Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Moving the tight end right. 3rd and goal. Mahomes. Good blocking, and he's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. This defense continuing to give up points Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
Cowboys 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
That's out wide to Williams.
Prescott's pass complete to Javonte Williams. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To the air again. Prescott. To the left side. Caught by Lamb.
To C.D. Lamb. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Dak. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Eating the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Number 10, Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs' offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Butker now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Cowboys 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll play action. It's Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action. Here's Dak. Moving to his right.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 43-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
The tackle by Logan Wilson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep to receive, the explosive Cavante Turpin. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 7. Here's Prescott. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
A gain of 5.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second and 8. They go play action with Mahomes. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
On comes the Chiefs punter. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Dak. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go with Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd down, they need 5. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 15. First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that will lead to a second down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. Third down coming up. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Ball start, offense.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And That's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
All right, if you're a follower or subscriber.
On third down, they go with the checkup. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
At the 12-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Harrison Butker
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. A return coming from the 14. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Dak can throw it here on first down. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
We're on to the fourth on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Pistol now for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now this looks like a design run. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On the play fake, Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen. but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Prescott from the gun on third down. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
That's another.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Now Prescott, that's hauled in at the 2, to the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson, touchdown Dallas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
Cowboys 23.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes back. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They put Kelsey in motion. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
They'll run with Pacheco, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Donovan Ezaraku on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Butker to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 23.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Williams. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On first down, right back to Williams. And this time they are ready for him. second down.
Loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On second down, it's Dak. The ball comes out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on downs. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
A short run taken in by Kelsey. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They put Kelsey in motion. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up 1st and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
Here's Pacheco. A short kick down to the 7.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But...
And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will add one more onto their big lead.
58, Cowboys 23.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. A first down throw for Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like spots, though, yes. He's got it. That's a first down.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by. Like we used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
He'll step up and run this. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one.
All right. Thank everybody so
and
much
that'll
for
do it
pulling up and
for my
watching
partner,
with me.
Greg Olson.
If
For
you're
our
a follow,
entire team,
subscribe,
I'm
thank
Mike
you so much for
Tirico.
pulling up. If you're new
This has
here,
been a
don't forget to follow and
presentation of the
subscribe so you won't miss
NFL
the next live because
on
we'll be going live
EA
real soon.
Sports.
All
With
right.
that,
Hope
we
everybody
say
enjoying
so
their
long,
Thursday,
everyone.
And we'll be queuing up here soon.